Hello everyone. So in this video I am going to continue my previous class. So till previous class I completed till advanced section. Now in this section I will cover the networking part while creating a storage account, like what are the options we should choose in networking section while creating a storage account. So in the network connectivity we have a three part in under network access. First is enable public access from all network. So when we select enable public access from all network, then we can access the storage account from all network, including public, private, everything. Now if we select enable public access from selected virtual network and IP address, then we can access the storage account using only selected IP address that is added into the storage account. We cannot use the way we use in public access. Okay, and the last one is disable public access and use private access. So in this uh, we have to use a private access, so we need to create a private end point, and then we can use this third part. So this is just basics info I am giving here. We don't need to go into the details. Okay, so if we select the third one, we need to add the private endpoint. Okay, but if we go with this enable public access from all network, we don't need to add anything. We can access this storage account publicly. And when we click enable public access from virtual selected virtual network and IP address, then those IP address, or can say those virtual network, we need to add here. Okay, but in this example I am going with network access, enable public access from all network. So I don't need to add a private endpoint, or I don't need to add a virtual network. Okay, so mostly at industry level we do use this one or this one. Okay, but we don't need to worry about the setups and these things. Everything will be done by cloud engineer or infrastructure team. Okay, so this is just for learning purpose, and this class is for data engineering. So we just need to understand how to use a storage account. Okay, so now let's move. Next is routing preference. So here we have again two options: Microsoft network routing and internet routing. So which one we should choose? So let's understand with the example. So Microsoft network routing. So when a user choose a Microsoft network routing, like when we enable this, then what will happen? When a user from Singapore, just giving an example, when a user from Singapore access Azure service hosted in Chicago. So this is the Azure service which is being hosted in Chicago, and user is from Singapore. Okay, and that user is trying to access the service which is hosted in Chicago. The traffic enter the Microsoft global network at the Singapore is POP. So what will happen when we choose a Microsoft network routing? Traffic will enter into Microsoft global network, which is near to Singapore, and then the traffic then travels on Microsoft network to service hosted in Chicago. Then that traffic will travel through Microsoft network to Chicago. So when we choose Microsoft network routing, when we choose the second one, internet routing, let's see what will happen. Again, I'm going to explain with example. So when we choose the second one, let's see what will happen. If a user from Singapore access Azure service hosted in Chicago, so this is the Azure service which is hosted in Chicago, then traffic travels over the public network and enter the Microsoft global network in Chicago. Okay, so but in the previous one, when we choose this Microsoft network routing, traffic will enter into this Microsoft global network. But when we choose internet routing, then in that case traffic will enter in travels over the public internet, not Microsoft global network. So this is the difference. So we have to choose this carefully. So just I'm giving one small example. Just assume user is in the Singapore and there is a no global Microsoft global network in Singapore. Okay, so in that case the traffic will go through and in that case if we use a Microsoft global network, then what will happen, it will look for the nearest global network. So it can be anywhere, either in India or any nearest country. So it may take time in that case. So if there is a no Microsoft global network nearby, in that case we should choose internet routing. But if we have a nearby global network, then we can go with the Microsoft global network. So this is all about networking part. In the next video we will learn data protection. Thank you.